Thanks for joining us in this episode of Workshop Wednesday. Today, we're talking to the Chief Customer Officer at Total Expert, Sue Woodard, on how you, as a loan officer, can leverage technology to create genuine human experiences and enhance your customer journeys. Now, let's jump into today's episode.
Well, a couple things. And again, it kind of goes back to saying that, technology isn't here to replace, loan officers. It's here to, to really just improve it and make that beautiful marriage between, the human interaction and technology making that possible, right? Where technology should automate all the things it can, but raise up those opportunities. I know you mentioned Sales Boomerang, earlier. What a perfect example, right? Of raising up an opportunity where you come in as a human being and step in to reach out your hand and help, right? So I do think customer experience is a huge thing. Customers have so many options, and now they're looking at a lot of things digitally, right? It's not going to be like, oh, I bumped into this guy, at the, wherever. And so it's going to be, people are doing a lot of research online. So it's really thinking about that customer journey and that customer experience. And technology should really be empowering you to optimize that experience, right? To know when those opportunities are, to maximize those touch points. Another thing we say a lot here at Total Expert is that, every interaction that you have with a customer is an opportunity to either build trust or erode trust, right? You have to, and you're going to, let's face it, you're human, you're going to have times you're like, oh, darn, I let you down.
Right.
But every single interaction somebody has with you and your brand is an opportunity to build trust or erode trust. And sometimes not being there in the time when somebody's expecting you to be can erode trust.
Yep.
Sometimes, like we were talking about earlier, somebody's going through something in their life when they're purchasing a home. And we very often lose the wonder of what we're doing. When you think about the terms we throw around, like approval and money and home, these are huge triggers for a lot of people. This is very stressful. Big money is very stressful. And we kind of are like, this is just what we do, right?
Right.
And so it's really important to make sure that you're treating that experience in that way where you're really truly there for that person when their emotions are probably already jangled based on everything going on in the world right now, right? The second thing I would say is just the efficiency and productivity and consistency. What I always wanted when I was originating is I just wanted the magic to happen for me. I just wanted, I wish like the letters would just go out and the messages would just go, and I'd get this little automated message that would just tell me like, hey, you're supposed to call this person on this day. Well, that's actually reality now, right? I mean, that's actually what technology can do. But it does take, you said something interesting earlier about, when you're talking about kind of the engagement and adoption, it does take a bit of investment, right? And I know what you're doing at Atlantic Coast is you're putting, these kind of the best practices in place and letting that magic happen for people. And that's a beautiful thing. I mean, it really is. And I think the amount of that we've seen across our customer base that you gain in efficiency, in consistency, in productivity, the amount of time that people generally spend digging around, looking for things, I don't know, where's that thing, trying to find that phone number, let technology work for you and enable you to literally, when a daily digest comes to you that says, here's the people that are interacting with your marketing. Here's the new leads that came in, from that thing that you did with the realtor. Here's the open house
actions checklist, basically.
It's a checklist, right? Yeah. And it comes to you. You don't have to go
do the checklist.
Yes, this was like my wildest dream when I was originating, is having, I wish that thing could be sent to me. Well, now it is, right? And so I do think it's a time that, it's a time for, the best originators right now are re-examining their businesses, re-examining their customer experience, and engaging, and I know people are always like, oh, I don't have time, it just takes too much, work. If you've got time to watch Tiger King or bake your own bread or whatever people are doing at home right now, you got time, and I think it has such payoffs, it has such payoffs, investing just a little bit of time, getting it set up, really understanding it, and then just letting it work for you. And I think the final thing is really just enabling technology to help you. Sometimes people don't feel like technology and relationship belong in the same sentence.
Yes, it's an uphill battle all the time.
Yes, but they really do. I mean, let's be honest. How do you know most people's birthdays?
Because
Facebook tells you, right?
Yeah.
It's like, honestly, technology enables us. It's in your calendar on Outlook. It pops up something to tell you that. So you're like, oh, I gotta, remember to so-and-so. Or Facebook tells you, LinkedIn now has it. It's technology can be a very powerful part of very real relationships. And especially when people are looking for, people are afraid right now. People are unsure right now. They're looking for advice and answers, to be able to be there and be that trusted advisor and simply do what you say you're going to do, provide that consistency. When they start working with you, the worst thing to have happen is that, maybe I see this happen a lot where the transactions are processed, it's all set. That customer is freaking out, because they don't know it's all set. So it's putting those pieces in place where you need to reach out your hand and say, everything's okay, I got you, right? And so I think it's, again, that customer experience, the productivity and efficiency that can be gained, but it's really about the trust that you can build during a time like this. We can be here and be the heroes this time instead of the villains,
Yep.
like the last crisis. So be the hero, be there for your customers, educate them, and just don't lose sight of the fact that regardless if it's a purchase or refinance, this is a stressful time. It's a stressful time for people. Emotions are heightened, and you can really be there at a meaningful time and show up for your customers.
Hey, really quick before you go, if you enjoyed this content, make sure to follow us here on social, and don't forget to like and share this content. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode.